Have you ever found it strange that children see things that you don't? That they point to an empty corner and say, "There's a person there." That in family photos, they don't look at the camera but off to the side with fearful expressions. I'm Marcus Reid, and I've been studying the phenomenon of children's vision for 12 years. I've collected evidence, photos, videos, testimonies from hundreds of parents who couldn't explain what their children saw. Today, you'll hear stories about what's right next to us right now and why children see it, but we don't. Take a seat. It's going to be fascinating. I've never believed in the paranormal. I'm a documentary filmmaker. I work with facts and evidence. But 3 years ago, I was approached by a family from Texas, and they sent me a photo that made me reevaluate everything I knew about reality. November 2023, the Johnson family, their birthday. Canon EOS 5D camera. Exposure time of 1/60th. ISO 400. Flash is on. Metadata is not changed. The photo is original. I showed the photo to 3 image analysis specialists. 2 of them said, "It's a compression artifact." One of them said, "I don't know what it is, but it shouldn't be in the photo." Increasing cognitive dissonance. The boy insisted. The uncle was there. He was looking at me. The parents didn't see the uncle. The camera captured a shadow without a source, and the 4-year-old child was staring directly at it. It was as if he was seeing something. Done. But when the teacher received the photo, she noticed something strange. 7 children, from different rows and not standing next to each other, were not looking at the camera. They were looking at the same corner, behind the photographer. Their faces were not smiling. They were frozen. They were afraid. The teacher asked them after class, "Why weren't you looking at the camera?" And all 7 children said the same thing. Regardless, there was a woman. She was standing in the corner. She was looking at us. The teacher, "What woman?" There was no one there. The children described her. She was old. She was wearing a white dress. She was wet, as if she had just come out of the water. Her hair was long and covered her face. She didn't move. She just stood there, looking at them. The teacher and the photographer were certain that there was no one in the corner. However, 7 of the children saw her. I received the original photo and analyzed it. In the corner where the children were looking, there was a light anomaly. It was a vertical streak, blurred. However, if you look closely, you can see it. At the same time, the same figure, in the same place. It's as if there's a layer of reality that only children can access, and as adults, we're blind to it. But that's not all. These little things keep piling up. I receive letters every week. Parents send photos and videos, stories, and every time I think, maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it's pareidolia, the brain seeing faces where there aren't any. But then I see another photo, and more, and the pattern becomes clear. Montreal, March 2024. A family is taking a photo in the living room window. A beautiful shot. A mother, a father, a 6-year-old daughter, a 3-year-old son. Sunny day, happy faces. They hang the photo on the wall. Everything is fine. A week later, the daughter approaches her mother and says, "Take this photo down, please." The mother is surprised. "Why? It's beautiful." The daughter, "Grandma is there. I don't want to see her." The mother, "Which grandma?" The daughter points to the photo. "She's behind us, in the window. Grandma died 2 years. Furniture, chandelier, everything is fine. But my daughter insists she's there, looking at us." The family sends me a picture. Adults see what they expect to see. Our brain builds a model of reality based on experience. If something doesn't fit into the model, the brain ignores it, filters it, removes it from perception. The children haven't built this model yet. They see everything, including things that shouldn't be. But theory is one thing. Video evidence is different, and I have a record that confirms that children react to things that adults don't see. Case study, Playground, Florida. May 2024. A playground in the suburbs of Miami. A surveillance camera. 6 children are playing, age from 4 to 7 years. An ordinary day. Swing, slide, laughter. The time is 14:32. The kids are running. 1 boy on a swing. 2 girls are building something in a sandbox. The 3 of them are playing catch-up. 14:33. All the children freeze at the same time. This is not a gradual stop. Instantaneous. It was as if someone had pressed pause. 6 children, 6 different locations on the site. Everyone froze. Everyone is staring at the same point. Behind the swing, into a corner where the trees cast a shadow. 14:34.
The children begin to retreat, gradually, then faster. Then they run, all 6 of them, to the exit from the site, panic on their faces. The guard sees it on the monitor. He runs out onto the playground, checks the territory. No one, nothing. He looks around the corner behind the swing, empty. He interviews the children when they calm down. All 6 tell the same story. There was a man there, tall, very tall. He had no face, just a shadow instead of a face. He was coming towards us. Gradually, we got scared and ran away. The guard didn't see anything. The camera didn't record anything. But I got the recording. I analyzed it frame by frame, and I found it. At 2:33 p.m. when the children freeze, a distortion appears behind the swing. Thermal? Light? I don't know, but it's there. Vertical area, about 2.5 meters high. Air, it vibrates. It is refracted, like a mirage on a hot road. But it's not hot on the playground. It's only 23 degrees.
Distorsia is moving. Frame-by-frame analysis shows it moves at a speed of about 2 meters per second. To the children, it has a trajectory, direction, goal. At 2:34 p.m., when the children run away, the distortion stops. It stands still, 3 seconds. Then it disappears, just disappears from the frame. The camera sees the distortion. Children see a person. An adult guard sees an empty space. 3 levels of perception, 3 different realities, in the same place, at the same time. Which one of them is right? Or is everyone right? And the strangest thing is that when children see these entities, they sometimes try to interact. Don't just watch. Don't just be scared. They talk to them, as if they were real, as if they can answer. Birmingham, England, July 2024. The family installs a camera in the children's room. My son is 5 years old. His parents are worried. He says that someone comes at night. They think it's a nightmare. They put up a camera to prove to him that there is no one there. Evening. My parents are in the kitchen downstairs. The boy is alone in the room, playing with cars. Everything is fine. 2014. The boy is playing. He moves the cars across the floor, makes sounds, vroom vroom. Typical childish behavior. 2015. The boy stops. He turns his head to the corner of the room. He looks there. Pause. Then he says, "Hello." Pause. He's listening. He nods. He says, "My name is Tommy." There's another pause. He's listening to something. Something that can't be heard on the recording. Something that says the angle. 2016. The boy's face changes, from curiosity to concern. He says, "I don't want to. Mom won't let me." Pause. He's listening. He shakes his head. "No, I'm not going." Pause. He stands up. He steps back from the corner. The voice is louder. "Go away. I don't want to." 2017. The boy shouts, "Mom." The mother runs into the room. The baby is crying. He clings to her. He says through tears, "Uncle wanted me to go with him. He said it was beautiful there, but I don't want to." The mother looks into the corner. Nothing. "Which uncle? There's no one here." The boy shows. "Here he is. He's still here. He's looking at you, but you don't see him." Recording from the camera. Nothing in the corner. For visual observation. But this camera is not simple. She has a temperature sensor. The thermal imager. My parents installed it to control the temperature in the room. I analyzed the heat map. At 2015, when the boy says, "Hello," a cold spot appears in the corner. The temperature is dropping. From 22 degrees to 14 degrees in 3 seconds. Local drop. It's about the size of an adult. The stain remains. While the boy is talking, the spot is stable. The shape is vertical. It doesn't blur.
At 2017, when the boy screams and the mother enters, the spot disappears. In 2 seconds, the temperature returns to normal. The child was talking from an empty corner, but the temperature sensor shows there was something cold there, something that lowered the air temperature by 8 degrees, something the size of a man. And it said something to the child. It asked him to go somewhere. He promised that it's beautiful there. What's there? Where are these entities trying to take the children? There are too many coincidences. There are too many patterns. But maybe it's a cultural phenomenon? Maybe children watch the same cartoons, hear the same stories, and their imagination creates similar images? I thought about it, and I conducted an experiment.
Berlin, Germany, September 2024. Kindergarten. I ask the teacher to do a simple task. Give the children paper and pencils. Ask them to draw everyone who lives in your house. A simple task. Usually children draw mom, dad, brothers, sisters, and pets. Standard family portraits. 15 children, age from 4 to 6 years. They are drawing. 12 drawings are expected. Mom, dad, cat, dog. A house with windows. The sun is in the corner. Typical children's drawings. 3 drawings are different. In addition to the family, each one has another figure painted on it. The dark one, high, without a face, just a silhouette. He stands next to his family, or behind, or in the corner. The teacher asks each child separately, "Who is this?" And all 3 children, independently, say the same thing. "This is the man who lives in our house." I am contacting the parents of these 3 children. They come from different families. They live in different parts of Berlin. We don't know each other. Children don't go to the same kindergarten. It was the only day they met for this experiment. The parents are surprised. What kind of person? No one lives with us. But the children insist. He's there. We can see him. He doesn't speak. It's just standing there. Sometimes he does. I ask them to send me the drawings. I scan them. I analyze the proportions of the figures. The height is about 1.8 times larger than the parents' drawings. The pose is the same, standing upright with their arms at their sides. All 3 drawings have the same identical pose. The children couldn't agree on anything. They didn't know each other, but they drew the same thing. 3 children, 3 different families, 3 identical drawings, a dark figure with no face, the man who lives in our house. The parents don't see it, but the children do. Every day. In their own home, they stand and watch. And the most terrifying question is someone standing in your home too? And your children just don't tell you about it. But here's what happens next, and this is the most chilling part. The children stop seeing. Not immediately. Gradually. Statistics. 84% of children under the age of 7 report seeing invisible people. By the age of 10, the number drops to 12%. By the age of 14, it drops to 2%. What's happening? Are the entities leaving, or are the children going blind? A study by the University of Cambridge, 2023. Children learn to ignore visual data that is not confirmed by adults. If a parent says there's no one there, the child stops trusting their vision. We teach children not to see. We train their brains to filter this information, and by adolescence, the filter becomes impenetrable.
These oddities didn't start yesterday. They've always been there. But before, there were no cameras. There was no way to prove it. Children spoke. Adults didn't believe. And that was the end of it. Dark hair. I would tell my mother, "Mom, there's a woman there." My mother would turn on the light. No one. "It's a dream, Marcus. Go to sleep." I tried to explain. "She's not in a dream. She's there when I wake up." My mother didn't believe me. I stopped talking, but the woman didn't disappear. She was there every night until my 9th birthday. After 9 years, I stopped seeing her. It wasn't because she left, but because I lost the ability to see. Sometimes at night, when I'm alone in a dark room, I can still feel it. Presence. At the window, as if she were still there. Ever was. She's looking outside, but I can't see her anymore. And I don't know which is scarier, that she's gone, or that she's still there, and I'm just blind. Don't you find it strange that as children, we all saw things that weren't there? That we all had our fears of the dark for a reason? That we all pointed to empty corners and said, "There's someone there." And now we're adults, and we don't see anything. We're convinced that we're surrounded by an empty space. But children still see. They still point. They still say, "There's someone there." Carefully. Check the corners. Check the reflections. Look where your children are looking. And if your child says there's someone there, don't ignore them. Maybe they're right. Maybe there really is someone there. Right now. It's right next to you. It's looking at you. But you've lost the ability to see. Share in the comments, what did you see as a child? What did your children tell you? What strange things were in your family photos? Because too many people have seen the same thing. Too many children have told the same stories. Too many coincidences to be a coincidence. Subscribe. Turn on notifications.
because this is just the beginning. And the next video will be about what happens to people who have learned to see again. Thanks for watching. And remember, they see us, but we don't see them. While